Living on a small holding is great. There's tons of open space, and you're surrounded by nature the moment you step out of your front door. But it wouldn't be fair to end the description there, because a small holding is a ton of work that never seems to end. And amongst the beautiful scenery and natureiness, I can't help noticing all the jobs I haven't gotten to. And because I basically have an office job now, I don't get a ton of time away from the computer. But lucky for you, I filmed a few of the jobs I did manage to get to. Like the time I found a squeaky floorboard and I couldn't rest until I nailed its ass to the floor. Or itself, rather. And let's not forget the time this weird, pokey, totally ridiculous and pointless kitchen cupboard annoyed me so much that I ripped it out. How can a cupboard annoy you? I hear you ask with confusion and utter disbelief. Well, because it's occupying a rather annoying space in the kitchen, it doesn't get used. To date, its main function has been to hold clutter up off the floor and serve as a weapon for my kids' heads when they run around playing tag. My idea was to turn this awkward little space into a functioning breakfast nook for the girls. This would open up this rather tiny kitchen and offer extra seating. As you might see, this section of the kitchen had some pretty strange angles to it, but luckily I could steal a profile from the cupboard top I had just removed and scribe out the new countertop I want to install. I only wanted to use timber that we had lying around, as I like to upcycle timber instead of buying it new. We had a piece of oak which I'd earmarked for a coffee table at some point, but I was willing to sacrifice that idea in the name of this project. I was a little nervous, thinking this bit of oak was too small, and I'm sure you can already see that my suspicion is about to be confirmed. I decided to go for it. Worst case scenario was that I'd use it for a shelf further up the wall if it came out too small. And spoiler alert, it did. So I called in the big guns because I suck at woodworking, and I wanted this to be done correctly and fast. We found an old piece of emboyer wood which used to be a headboard, I think, and that kind of worked out fine. I like that it's a subtle addition and benefit to the kitchen workspace. And the next morning, we had to put it to the test. A raging success. And if this is too much cuteness for you, I have up my sleeve some footage from the dark side of farm life. A few weeks back, we lost a couple of lambs. During the birth, the twin lambs got tangled up in the birth canal and they both suffocated. We did all we could and even got some help from our more experienced neighbours up the road. We were all devastated, including the poor mother sheep. And I won't dwell too much on this, but it is a harsh reality of farm life. Okay, now that that's out of the way, here's a rapid version of a trampoline assembly. Most dads right now have probably built one of these, and if not, you most likely will someday soon. This is not a how-to at all, just to be perfectly clear. It's just a dad job that needed to be done to bring a little joy into two little girls' lives. Now time for some workshop-y stuff, I reckon. But first, a little detour. I've been trying to up my YouTube game without much success or consistency, but I have a friend one town over who's doing a great job. His channel is called Burton Builds. And he's heard that I've been having a little trouble getting going, so he sent over a care package. Thanks, mate. Though I must admit I was a little nervous opening it because it looked a little suspect. He obviously considers himself a bit of a joker, and he made a video about the whole thing too. But I'll crack your tiny, confusing little box in no time. Okay, back to the workshop stuff. I have a problem. This workshop is an absolute tip. It's a nightmare. There's stuff everywhere. And part of the reason for that is that not everywhere has a designated space. This was a workshop that needed to be built quickly and needed to be used quickly. And so there is sawdust everywhere, there are tools everywhere, nothing has a home. So first things first, the number one thing that's driving me nuts is the amount of sawdust on everything. So to deal with that, I'm going to build or construct a little box that fits in front of the workshop at the same level as the floor of the workshop, which we can just sweep sawdust into and be done with it. So I'm just going to use whatever timber I have lying around to construct a little box, and that's problem number one sorted out. The next morning I wanted to attack the workshop again. I want my own clean space to be able to work on my bike and have a second filming location for YouTube videos, but more on that another time. I chose a space which could easily be converted into a sort of single garage, separate from the rest of the dirty woodwork workshop. A place of my own which I could organize neatly and work out of without sawdust everywhere. So I started to prepare my man cave by moving a few things around and tidying up. I hope to have a bicycle workshop in here in the very near future, and will more than likely film the workshop build out for that particular project. While clearing up, it got me thinking about a few things lying around the farm. Projects which I bought for a song but I've not gotten to yet. These daily visual reminders of how I'm not getting to everything. So I decided to clean up outside too. This little Ferguson tractor and this old farm bike were going to be great additions to the working farm, but they're still in pieces after months, so it's time to list them on Facebook and get them sold. I think I'm learning that a project is a romantic idea for someone like me. I get bored too easily. If it takes 3 months to find a part for a vintage tractor from 1955, I don't have it in me. I'd rather save up and buy a working vehicle. As the saying goes, cheap can be expensive. So a few things are going to change around here. I'm hoping to upload more for one, and hopefully soon we'll have some money in the pot to buy working farm implements and vehicles. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video entertaining. Please don't forget to subscribe and click that little notification bell. And I guess I'll see you on the next one.